The 1957 Mercedes-Benz was never supposed to be an AMG monster. In fact, AMG didn't officially exist until a full decade later. But what happened inside the American car scene changed everything. This video reveals the strange, hidden, and almost unbelievable story of how a luxury German car from the 1950s became the foundation for one of the most powerful performance cultures in the world. And the truth behind these so-called pre-AMG builds is more shocking than most people ever realized. Back in 1957, Mercedes-Benz was still a rising star in the United States. American roads were ruled by massive V8s, chrome-heavy cruisers, and Detroit steel. Yet here came a European machine engineered with precision that felt decades ahead of anything on U.S. highways. Models like the 190 SL, 300 SL, and the 300D Adenauer were handcrafted, elegant, and built with a level of detail that American drivers hadn't seen before. But what happened when these cars landed in America is where the story takes a wild turn. American owners didn't just drive their 1957 Mercedes, they pushed them, tore into them, rebuilt them, and transformed them. Long before AMG became a global powerhouse, U.S. tuners were already doing the impossible, turning refined German luxury cars into raw performance beasts. This underground movement continued quietly for years, completely unrecognized, yet it shaped the future of Mercedes' performance culture in ways nobody talks about today. Some garages on the East and West Coast began modifying 57 models using aggressive carb setups, handmade exhaust systems, stiffer suspensions, and experimental upgrades inspired by European racing. These builds didn't follow any rule book, they followed passion. And although they weren't officially AMG, the philosophy behind them was identical, pushing Mercedes engineering to its limits. That's why collectors now call these mysterious machines the phantom AMGs of the 1950s. No official documentation, no factory approval, just pure mechanical rebellion. As decades passed, these unconventional American-built Mercedes gained an almost mythical reputation. Some stories claim that certain modifications were guided by early engineers who later went on to influence real AMG development. Others say wealthy American owners funded special one-off builds using imported high-performance parts long before AMG became a household name. None of these tales are confirmed, but they fueled an explosive level of curiosity in car communities because the idea that AMG culture might have roots in 1950s America is too intriguing to ignore. Fast forward to today, and the value of 1957 Mercedes models, especially ones transformed in the AMG spirit, has skyrocketed. Restomod builds featuring modern AMG engines inside classic 57 bodies have become some of the most sought-after creations in the collector world. These cars turn heads at auctions, spark heated debates among purists, and draw massive attention online. People can't decide whether these builds are sacrilege or genius, but they can't stop watching them. And that controversy is exactly what keeps the legend alive. But the real mystery is how much influence these early American modified cars actually had. Did this underground tuning culture inspire the aggressive direction AMG eventually took? Did these experimental builds prove the world wanted high-performance Mercedes long before the company officially embraced it? Or were they simply wild passion projects that unintentionally predicted the future? The deeper you look,